Hi, I'm your girlfriend's friend. Can we be friends? And he says, I blocked her. Baby, I didn't, you don't have to be.
Boy, there's no real easy way to say this, but, look, you're a simp.
Hello friends, trace amounts of science. Today we're going to r/NotHowGuysWork to find out how guys work. A lot of it has to do with masculinity. Some of it's the toxic kind, some of it's repercussions from being accused of being toxic all the time. How do you feel about masculinity, Gubbins? Are you into that sort of thing, or are you soy?
Masculinity? Gubbins, no. Is punch drywall to assert dominance over toaster? Is eat raw egg, feel nothing? Is say I'm fine with tear in eye and wrench in hand? Is fear emotion but love truck? Is war cry at sports ball then whisper she was the one at 3 a.m.? Gubbins confused but powerful. Rah, masculinity. Gubbins.
Yeah, I understood some and agreed with most. We'll go ahead, kick this thing off today. Thanks so much for being here. Let's have some fun. This OP says, because all guys are insecure. Yeah, sort of sometimes. r/NotHowGirlsWork. Doesn't even need to be on a date, TBH. It applies to every situation. She says, I miss going on a date with a man and watching the light in his eyes disappear when he realizes that I'm funnier than him. No, you're not. He just told you that because he wants to bang you.
Let's have sex.
I'm sorry, I got rough news for you. But the funniest woman that I've ever known has not been funnier than the funniest man that I've ever known. Take this anecdotal evidence on board. Yeah, just I've been in stand-up comedy. I know a lot of stand-up comics, okay?
Hey, girls are funny, Wendy, okay? Get over it. Just do women's comedy stuff, talk about how fat you are and how you want to have sex with guys and then say, yeah, a lot.
This OP says, I wish more men did this. This fucking dude that looks like Scooby-Doo walks up to his friend and he says, hey man, are you alright? You seem kinda down. And he says, honestly, never mind, I'm good. And Shaggy says, it's okay to talk to me about things because we're friends. We get told to be stoic and strong and never cry, but that's wrong. I know it's hard to do, but sometimes you have to talk. Feelings don't make you weak. No, they don't. But you will inevitably use them to stab me in the back at some point, so I can't share them with you. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. He says, thanks, man. Yeah, sometimes it is okay to open up. Sometimes it's good and healthy, but you gotta be really sure. I don't trust Shaggy with all this, alright?
Like snorting Scooby snacks was a good idea, Scoob.
Me offloading my burdens onto you, it only serves to increase your own ego. You don't actually want to help me. Whatever, it's fine. We're not gonna armchair psychology this one. We'll keep it moving with our next post. Hey guys! Is it gay to have eyelashes? Yeah, totally. You butterfly kiss people with those? What the fuck? Go put on your little fairy boots. Men are reportedly trimming their eyelashes in order to look quote-unquote less feminine. See, this is what happens. This is the other end of toxic masculinity, alright? You're a little boy and you get told for so long that being masculine is toxic and you should disavow that part of yourself. And then you come out the other end of it all with the hormones and all. And you're like, okay, well now I'm going to be the most masculine and toxic person that I can be. And where do I start with that? Eyelashes. I definitely do pluck my eyebrows, but I got to get rid of those fucking eyelashes. Like I've been complimented on my eyelashes quite a little bit. You definitely look way fucking dumber without them, I'll tell you that. But at least, now if you get into a fight, nobody's gonna pull on your eyelashes. Just your broccoli hair. Okay, whatever. Have a lovely day with your $5 razor, Mr. Vegetable Head. Bye. This OP says, hey fellas, is it gay to go down on your lady?
I ain't exactly gay. But I ain't exactly not gay.
I mean, that's just your excuse for being bad at it, isn't it? Embarrass yourself once, don't want to get back on the horse. Come on, it's time to try again. This guy says, why wouldn't you want to go down? That's like one of my #1 favorite things that I want to do to a chick. And he says, it's submissive. Just say you're gay and move on. Submissive. Yeah, sure. There's a dude that's scared to have his booty ate. You're missing out on a whole magical world.
Big D, you saying you eat pussy?
Yeah, motherfucker, I eat everything. I eat the pussy, I eat the butt, I eat every motherfucking thing.
You know what? I'm not gonna do this today. We're just gonna keep it moving. That's fine. This OP says this is straight up homophobic and not funny, even if satire. Oh, women are so beautiful. I understand why some women are lesbians, but I'll never understand why some men are gay. Honestly, I've had exactly that thought. Is it homophobic? I guess it is. But you're allowed to think it, you're just not allowed to say it out loud? I don't know the rules anymore. I don't care to keep up with it. But yeah, I don't know who Madison Beer is, but she's caused some controversy today, hasn't she? Who cares? We're moving on. This OP says light-hearted posts to make fun of. Are you sure? I just want to make sure nobody's gonna get too bent out of shape about gay things. Reese the health bra says, men who don't like cats are secretly gay. Cats are almost identical to women in their attitude and mannerisms. If you can't bond with a cat, you'll never have a stable relationship or good marriage. Dogs are like your boys, always there, excited. Cats must be seduced. Tell me you're furry without telling me you're furry, huh? Please don't seduce your cat, whatever you do. Personally, I like all the animals that live at my house. I have bonded with the 2 cats that we have. But they'll never be quite at the level of a dog, and a dog will never be quite at the level of a person, which I feel behooves me to remind everybody every once in a while. Good boundaries make good dogs, good kids, good marriage for that matter. How long has Reese been married? You know what? I don't care to check. It's fine. When your wife starts to get jealous of the cat, I'll be there to say, I told you so. We're moving on. Next poster says, fellas, hate to break it to you, but doing it with a woman totally makes you gay now.
Everyone is gay.
What do you mean everyone?
Everyone!
I think I've seen this everywhere. I don't know if I've read it on the channel, though. Begging the wife chronically makes a man feminine. Man has sensitive mucosa membranes along glands. The cloud pocket produces and secretes estrogen. You're putting your member in a heavily estrogenified environment, and that makes it absorb estrogen into your bloodstream at the most vulnerable part of the body. Testosterone production blocked. Yeah, that's not really how it works. They don't just cancel each other out. I think what this really is a sour grapes moment. He doesn't get it, so he's like, well, good. I'm glad I don't get it anyways. I didn't even want it.
You sure about that?
Even if you threw it at me, I would never partake in that succulent fish wrinkle. Sure you wouldn't, pal. Yeah, if you did, you're totally gay. All right, we're moving on. This OP says 11 years old. They clearly know what they're doing, which makes me want to slap you in the mouth until I get the context of this teacher that started molesting a student, essentially, when he was quite young. Disgraced teacher shock behavior in court after having a 13-year-old male student's baby, which is disgusting in and of itself, but this Redditor decides to, make it all about himself, which is hilarious. Oh, this is so sad. 11 years old are banging more than short-ass grown men. I'm done, man. I'm gonna go drink my life away and pass out on a Saturday night. Yeah, that's the way to deal with it. Don't chase after the thing that you want. Lay down and rot, right? It's been chosen more times than I care to recount. And to be jealous of somebody who literally had their entire life thrown off course at just 11 years old is it's a wild take to have. But I don't want to spend no more time on this mess, so we'll keep it moving as we do. This OP says, back it up, boys. Men just suck at everything. Hell yeah, we do. We're the best at sucking.
Bro, what did you just say? You're gay! He's gay!
Well, never mind. Nisa says, humanity sucks. You mean men? Humans are so cruel. You mean men? Humans destroy our earth. You mean men? Humans always default to war. You mean men? Violence and selfishness is human nature. You mean male nature. Humans cannot be trusted with power. You mean men. Yeah. All the problems were men's fault the entire time.
Men, we don't know what we did.
Never mind the fact that throughout the course of history, queens have declared war far more often than kings. Because I think only a man can truly grasp what it means to send other men to fight and die for him. Although, maybe it's just like politicians nowadays and doesn't truly give a shit. Once you get to a certain level, stepped on enough necks, it doesn't matter what you got between your legs. You sold your soul. You belong to the company now. Yeah. To address the point, women are cruel as well. I know you don't want to admit it because of your own aims, but objectively you're wrong. So we're moving on. So he says, what the actual fuck? That is not how spermatozoa work. This is from Comfy Culture on Twitter. And she said, that stuff is just swimming around in your eyeballs. Know that guy from Tinder you hooked up with that night you met him? He lives inside of you now. Forever. Casual intimacy is disgusting. Stop. I mean, accidentally based? I don't know, man. She went about the shit all wrong, but she got the right answer at the end of the day. I think that's what's important. She shared a thing that said sperm is alive. It's living cells when it's injected into you. Oh, injected. Like a surgical procedure. It swims and swims until it crashes headlong into a wall, and then it attaches and burrows into your flesh. If it's in your mouth, it swims and climbs into your nasal passages, inner ear, and behind your eyes. Then it digs in. It enters your bloodstream and collects in your brain and spine.
So your brain doesn't f***ing work. You idiot. You're honestly an idiot. I don't know what's wrong with you.
Just like these little parasites. They don't have teeth or anything. They're wriggling through a mucous membrane. Osmosis Jones will stop them.
Osmosis Jones, Farrelly Brothers' seminal work, masterpiece of cell-based cinema, buddy cop perfection in a mucus-drenched body horror fever dream. Bill Murray is dying and I'm living. Never trust a Thrax, always back the Jones. Educational, emotional, explosive, Gubbins approved.
It's a lot of fun, I'll say that. I don't know if anybody likes it quite as much as Gubbins, though. But yes, the barrier is there. Osmosis Jones is patrolling. He's gonna zap any stray seeds that some dude left in your nasal passages and inner ear and behind your eye before your brain gets pregnant. It's really not much up there. Anyway, she says, it's like something out of a sci-fi movie. It becomes a part of you and you can't get rid of it. We're only now beginning to understand the full power and ramifications of human intimacy. I mean, I think it's been pretty nailed down for a while. It's not going into your cerebrospinal fluid, okay? It lives and wriggles around in there looking for a way for a couple days and then it dies. But the synapses that are formed from that casual experience never die, which is probably why I agree with the point of the post, which is, yeah, casual sex is disgusting. Cool, yeah, what a ride. Let's go to the next post. This OP says, men are not allowed to be friends with their partner's friends. Is that a good rule? Hi, I'm your girlfriend's friend. Can we be friends? And he said, well, obviously, what's your name? Oh, that's what boys say. And then what men say on the other side. Hi, I'm your girlfriend's friend. Can we be friends? And he says, I blocked her. Baby, I didn't, you don't have to be.
Boy, there's no real easy way to say this, but, look, you're a simp.
I hope your relationship's not like that. That is deeply concerning. That means you're dating somebody who is not a woman in her mental mind, you know? Playing little baby bullshit, high school games. I ain't got time for that. Yeah, your friend wanted to be my friend. Is that okay? Yes or no? Are you comfortable with that? Don't be a little simp boy and like immediately, I blocked her. Yeah, I knew what you were going to tell me to do, so I did it. Grow a pair. Open a conversation about it. Whatever. Stupid post. Next one. This one says self-explanatory. This woman says, things that I think should be for girls only, no men. Ordering a side salad, self-explanatory. You think men don't enjoy a salad once in a while? I mean, probably not me personally, but other guys probably do, maybe. Using multiple pillows. Sweet dreams, princess. WTF? Dude, I use like a minimum of 3 pillows. I'm such a brat. Also tapping to pay with your phone. Swipe a card like a man. It's just convenience. Although it did weird me out when I was in the US because I didn't have any of that shit set up. I'm like, I would like to pay with cash. And they're like, we don't do that here anymore. What the fuck? Taking selfies. This one's self-explanatory. Yeah, why would a man want to look at himself? That's stupid. Seat belts. I thought you're good at driving. Last one's kind of funny. I literally will not drive the car unless everybody's buckled in. I don't think I'm good at driving. And even if I did think I'm good at driving, other people overestimate their skill at driving. It's fucking danger. Put your seatbelt on. While we wait, I'm gonna take some selfies and use multiple pillows for a nap and order a side salad while tapping to pay with my phone on Uber Eats. Just to get under your skin, you know? Because even if you think it's for girls only, I disagree. And if it gives you the ick or whatever and gets you away from me faster, then hey, double win. She's just a peach, isn't she? All right, well, we'll keep it moving. This OP says, the boys do not know, on a short or TikTok of somebody saying, if time froze in school for 7 minutes, what are you doing? And then a bunch of little gooners running around just like, I mean, boy knows. He says, this and dipping. Nah, bro, everybody's getting poggerment. For real. I'm going for that cake. Ooh, that one girl. Everyone's gonna get poggerment. Skull emoji. Yes, a bunch of implied forced acts on unwilling participants. Great. Good for you.
What is wrong with you people?
I'm glad to know who you are immediately, so I can stay far away from you. It is not a good look. Maybe you think it's a little jokey joke, but I don't know. That's like you're sort of testing the waters, trying to give yourself permission. I'm not good with it. But whatever. Maybe they're young, you know? Who hasn't posted a few rape threats online when they were young? That's a joke. No sane person does that. I don't know what app this is, but everybody needs to get off it. I am for real. Okay, next one. This OP says, I'd like this guy to try and explain what feminist means. It's on Twitter, and he says, you're so feminist you don't even know it. Living with a woman you're not married to is feminist. Making a woman pay any of your rent at all is feminist. That's right. I believe in you enough to contribute. Unfortunately for you, I don't fit either of those qualifications. I'm married to my wife. I pay all the rent. I say it again. I'm not a feminist. I'm an egalitarian. Actual equal rights, you know? Everybody fitting into the role that they were best designed to fit into. You know what I'm saying. Now I sound just as dumb as this guy probably, so I'm gonna keep it moving. This OP says, boys, is it wrong to find women attractive and start a family when they're 30? I mean, you get in where you fit in, man. It happens when it happens type of stuff. Somebody says, why does this generation seem to be so against having kids? Most men want a family, but most women waste their 20s chasing careers that most men couldn't care less about, only to settle down in their 30s when their prime fertile years are over. Someone had to say it. Well, I'm glad that you felt brave enough to. Now I'm just going to put you on mute and forget that you exist forever. Chick comes in and says, it's crazy to think that women don't live their lives for men. Is it wasteful of men to chase careers in their 20s? Honey, what Stone Age rock are you living under to think that women aren't plenty fertile well into their 30s and beyond? And he says, not desirable in your 30s. Sorry. Yeah, said the basement-dwelling Twitter shitposter.
You probably think your opinions matter. What the hell are you talking about? You're wrong.
I don't think you're going to make the cut, honestly. You're a genetic dead end. The family tree is going to be chopped down and used for firewood. Well, because your loins are like dried buckwheat. You're like, oh no, I couldn't possibly with a woman in her 30s. Why not? They're fucking put together, I'll say that. At least, you know, some of them. The ones that spun out probably spun out already. But just keep your head out of swivel. The 30s is fine. Just find somebody you connect with, for God's sake. I'm pretty sure that's what life's all about, anyway. This OP says, no, because I genuinely don't listen to Taylor Swift. It's Nikki Vincentia on some stupid social media. She says, me at my cis guy coworker. Did you like Taylor Swift's new album, Him with a Smile? I really don't listen to Taylor Swift. Men will smile at you because they're proud of their toxic masculinity. And in that moment, I felt a glimmer of misogyny along with hurt because I love her. What do you get an actual fucking personality? Work on developing yourself outside of liking Taylor Swift and maybe things will turn around for you. To mask how I felt, I said, oh no, that's totally fine. I don't expect everyone to love her. I just think her new album's really good and I love her. And I lifted myself up in doing so. Yeah, and then I came on social media to give myself some ass pats.
No way! Oh, I don't believe you.
That's so ridiculous. Like, you know he's a cis guy and you wanted to ask him about his opinion on Taylor Swift. You knew what the answer's gonna be. You wanted to be hurt and the victim so you could make your little social media post. And now you did! Do you feel better? Probably not. 33 likes, 319 comments. That's not a good ratio. I'd like to go dig around in there, but I know it'll only devolve. So instead, we'll keep it moving. This OP says, I don't know if this is satire. He, headache, men, menace, he, cheater, mentally ill, he, heinous, he, hell, inhuman, he, heartbreak, mental breakdown, wretched, unhealthy, maniac, manipulation, menstruation, hashtag men are the problem. Yeah, if only we mixed the whole language around, everything would be better. These things wouldn't exist anymore if we just called them a different thing. Okay, but then yeah, wouldn't the new thing start being the thing that you don't like? Then we just change the name again, whatever. Okay, yeah, whatever, I don't give a fuck. Moving on. This OP says, all men are biologically meant to chase after women. The way you phrase that is odd, I want you to know. He says, 100%, men are hardwired to be the pursuers. It's genetics. I'm not suggesting playing games. Nah, I'm just saying that they have a biological need to the challenge. This was the best advice my late mother gave me. Yeah, everybody enjoys the chase a little bit, but like I said, you're making it a little weird. Then he responds to somebody else, I guess, saying essentially the same thing. Absolutely not! Chasing's when you're putting pressure on a guy to be in a relationship and pursuing him when he's showing little interest in you. It's constant texting, showing up at his place uninvited, that sort of thing. All that stuff just drives him away. Men love a challenge. It might sound old-fashioned, but it's always good to keep him guessing. It'll only pique his interest in you. Remember, men are hardwired to be the pursuers. If you make it too easy for them, then they'll quickly lose interest. Let's not pretend like most men out there are even that picky. Like, yeah, I guess I do like the chase, but if you wanted to deliver, well then that would be even better for me, I think. And personally, yeah, a little chase is good, but you gotta get to the goal at some point, right? And then I think to myself, no, I guess we never do. I guess that's the cruelest joke of all. Anyway, moving on. OP says, so putting on shoes is feminine now? Yeah, I want to be able to walk on the hot asphalt and not feel anything. burn off all the nerves in my feet. This lady said, I figured out why the new Superman image seems off. Because it's an effeminate pose. It's not a good pose for a man that's supposed to be the strongest man in the universe. Yeah, just have Superman never take his boots off.
And maybe you just got your face kicked off. That is my foot in your face. Smell the embarrassed.
I think that's the true answer there. Or I guess the truest answer would be have Lois Lane do it. Like, get down there, Lois, the strongest man in the universe needs his shoes tied. That doesn't make him seem like a little baby man at all. That's much better and less effeminate. I don't know what you want. There's no winning, aside from just, not wearing shoes, I guess. Or slip-on shoes all the time. But this bitch would have something to say about it. Whatever, I'm not gonna get mad at you. I ain't got time for you right now. I'm moving it along. Watchword of the day, just keep it moving. This OP says, why don't we do this? I feel immediate trepidation. Ellie says, gosh, I love women. Like, I got this Totoro bag and women keep coming up and telling me how happy it makes them. We exchange compliments and giggle and laugh and sometimes even give each other a hug and then go on about our day as perfect strangers. I love the bond we share. Lucky says, AAA, it's pure serotonin when a woman compliments me. I love it so much. Yeah, I think I enjoyed it too, like the 4 times that it happened or something. Once a decade. That's basically good enough to keep me going. The reason that women don't do it all the time is because then you get used to it, You start to expect it. If you keep it as a nice treat, once every 10 years. Oh, it's so sweet on the tongue, let me tell you. Give me a compliment in the comments if you want. Let's see if I can overdose my body on serotonin. And we'll move on to the next post. This guy says, bro, who hurt you? Not sure of the gender. Gonna use a guy's voice. He says, I'm sorry. Isn't this secretly the way all men are, married or not? Hetero relationships summed up. Men want to do it. They call it their needs. They find a woman they can tolerate to meet their needs. The end. This is marriage between a man and a woman when you really break it down. Men don't enjoy spending time with their wives. They try to escape and hang out with their boys or whatever they want to do. But men don't get married to women because they genuinely want to spend the rest of their lives with them. They get married to get their needs met on a consistent basis, and the moment that stops, he's 100% out there looking for someone else who's willing to meet his needs. I mean, I like to think everybody in the marriage is getting their needs met.
Farewell, I'll miss you, privacy. Nice knowing you, my own choices. See you later, money.
You should like spending time with your wife. Like, you dated her. You got past that phase and didn't really like her and just decided to marry her anyways. That's weird. It's a really weird way to live your life. Be like, I don't know, I don't really like her, but there's a place I could stick it sometimes. That's stupid. It's essentially just a live-in courtesan at that point, isn't it? And one would be cheaper, let me tell you. This is a fella that has never been married, never gonna be married, so I guess we ain't gotta worry about it that much. Let's keep it rolling. This OP says, this is not how we work. Are you speaking for all of us now, huh? The YouTube comment, he says, by the way, I really smiled hard when Morty was getting harassed. It's about time males get our treatment. Because it's males, they're supposed to like it. Because it's true, every single male who got essayed enjoyed it. It was hard, so that's a dead giveaway. No, that's just a biological response, okay? It doesn't mean a whole heck of a lot. I'm passed out sleeping. My wife's like, oh, what's your dream about? I'm like, I don't know, silence and darkness forever. And I literally was not thinking anything at all. But yeah, I guess it is an interesting dichotomy to that other post we read where it's like, I really like getting compliments. Well, what if you had to get compliments everywhere you go? Get leers from strange men everywhere you went. Like, that's a female perspective, as far as I understand it. You've always got to be on your guard and defensive, and yeah, just because it's different from men doesn't mean it's all that different. We still want our own bodily autonomy. Thank you very much. Anyway, moving on. This OP says, why are guys naming random shit for their folders? Girls naming folders, memories, sweet pictures, boys, zbee. Yes, and right above those are fasigdafadiga and war garble, respectively. Like, the truth is, I'll probably remember what's in the folder, and if I don't, then I get rid of it. If the picture was really that good, it went on Google Drive, and essentially it will be saved forever until I'm dead, and they wipe that space off the drive because I stopped paying it. Because again, like I said, I'm dead. But storing things locally, come on. All of this is temporary, but especially that. It's digital, it'll last forever. No, it fucking won't. Anyway, that's a topic for another video, I guess. We'll keep it moving again. This OP says, almost all men are... What? Okay, totally sane. No issue whatsoever. She says, I hate men so much. I hate them so much. So friggin' much. All they do is violate and maltreat me. My own father, my own boyfriend, my brother, my cousin, random men, friends. All these people have violated me at least once, and I want to end myself because of men. Honestly, it's super sad. Yeah, I empathize with where you're coming from. I don't understand how you could have a healthy relationship after being treated like that, and there will be a lot of work to sort through these feelings and eventually maybe start being okay with it. But don't pick up permanent problems to a temporary solution, okay? That's not what we do around here. They ruined me. They treated me like crap my whole life. My own father from the ages of 7 to 13. I don't want to live this life anymore. I want to die. I hate myself. I hate my body. I don't feel safe around men. I'm not friends with any men. I work in a female-dominated industry. I can't stand men. Being catcalled on the streets makes me want to end myself. Being groped makes me want to rip my eyes out. I've only had this happen by men. Oh, it's not all men. I don't care. I don't fucking care. If you're gonna say that to me, please go jerk it to your Elon Musk photo collection because I hate men and nothing will ever change that. And to that I say, valid feelings. You're allowed to hate men, okay? I hope at some point you can work through it, get over it, but until that point, yeah, take all the time you need to heal. Then somebody comments and says, white male privilege, I'm an ally though, not all men. I have a lady friend and a black friend. Just shut the entire fuck up. And somebody comes in and says, well, not all men, but yeah, probably this one. I made a comment earlier in a post that was something like scariest person you know, and I said men. Almost all men are violators. All men know and socialize with people who are also violators. All men who question the victim, should someone they like be labeled a violator? All men have friends who are bad with the word no. It irks me when they gaslight otherwise. I mean, sometimes you're just not programmed to see it, but yeah. The best that somebody can really do is be like, okay, I'll try to be more conscious of that. But really, if it's not within your experience, it's a hard thing to even conceptualize. I don't think I can end the video on that post, because that was terrible. I almost hate all men after that post.
It's awful. It's awful! It's all of it, and every single one of them sucks!
So we'll try our luck again. This OP says, blue balls doesn't exist. It feels like it does. I don't know, sometimes. She says, dude, jerking it's a thing, and women aren't responsible for your aching blueies. And another woman says, that doesn't even exist. Okay, but again, it really feels like it exists. You personally could never be responsible for this simply because of the way that you look, but it will get taken care of one way or the other. I don't mean to burden you with this knowledge. It's just a factual statement. Nothing meant to offend here. Anyway, moving on. This OP says, men's rules found in the wild. Yeah, men have so many rules, you know? I thought being a man was about, like, going your own way, making your own fucking decision, but no, apparently it's about rules. Gotta keep track of all the rules.
Stop acting like you know the way ahead, like you know the rules.
Please no, these are numbered 1 on purpose. 1! Boobs are for looking at, and that's why we do it, so don't try to change that. I probably picked the wrong voice for this, but I'm gonna stick with it. 1, learn to work the toilet seat. You're a big girl. If it's up, put it down. We need it up, you need it down. You don't hear us complaining about you leaving it down. Well, we've agreed in my house to just shut the top lid all the way, even before you flush it, so there's no fecal matter flying out all over your toothbrushes and whatnot. That's the true egalitarian answer to this riddle. And number 1, Saturday equals sports. It's like the full moon or the changing of the tides. Let it be. Yeah, who's your favorite sports ball team, dude? You seem like a manly man, dude. You wear another man's name on your back, dude?
He's kinda gay. It's not gay, come on.
Number 1, shopping's not a sport. And no, we're never gonna think of it that way. I don't know who even suggested that. You might be misinterpreting some signals there. 1, crying is blackmail. It can be, but I don't generally think that it is. She feels something. She wants to share that with you. Sometimes she says she doesn't want to share it with you, but really she does. Just ask very directly, please. Please, I really do want to know. Share with me. Come on. Number 1, ask for what you want. Let's be clear on this one. Subtle hints do not work. Strong hints do not work. Obvious hints do not work. Just say it. Yeah, what's the fun in that? A little Scooby mystery can keep the spark alive in your relationship. He doesn't know that. He's never made it long enough in a relationship for the spark to die. Either that or the spark's been dead since, like, the jump. Number 1, yes and no are perfectly acceptable answers to almost every question. No. Number 1, come to us with a problem only if you want help solving it. That's what we do. Sympathy's what your girlfriends are for. I mean, it is a hard thing for me to try and learn. I think I'm getting slightly better at it, but yeah, I don't think my sympathy's really all that believable a lot of times. Number 1, a headache that lasts for 17 months is a problem. See a doctor! Are you talking to, like, your ex or something like that? She just didn't want to do it with you? That's not why. She didn't have a headache. You're just stinky. You know? Well, you gotta wash your stinky parts. Then it'll be a lot more fun for everybody involved, see? Whatever. Anyway, number 1! Anything we said 6 months ago is inadmissible in an argument. In fact, all comments become null and void after 7 days. That's right, bro. I'm living my life in the fast lane, in the right here, right now. I'm sorry I banged that lot lizard out behind the love dumpster, but you didn't object to it and filed divorce within 7 days, so now it's null and void according to this Facebook post that I made when I was drunk. Okay, cool, yeah, that'll hold up in court. 1, if you think you're fat, you probably are. Don't ask us. Yeah, he's out here like, I'm too good to reassure my woman. I tell her she's ugly. That's fucked up. You should lift up everybody who's around you, not just the people you're in a relationship with. Terrible way to go through life. Number 1, if something we said could be interpreted 2 ways and one of the ways makes you sad or angry, we meant the other one. Yeah, I know that's what you meant, but that's not what you said, and I just feel really hurt. Number 1, you can either ask us to do something or tell us how you want it done, but not both. If you already know best how to do it, just go do it yourself. Yeah, what am I, like a handyman or something?
You know my motto, you break it,
we fix it!
This one would probably piss me off, though. You don't have to watch me do it. Do you believe that I'm capable of doing it? Why else would you have assigned me the task? Please let me set about it all on my lonesome. Thank you. Anyway, number 1. Whenever possible, please say whatever you have to say during commercials. Yeah, especially if it's sport ball. Because this guy loves him some sports ball. And the team. Oh my god. And that player, I put his name on my back. 1, Christopher Columbus didn't need directions, and neither do we. Dude, Christopher Columbus got an ass backwards. He thought he was in fucking India. But okay, yeah, sure. He's like, oh, Minneapolis looks different to me this time of year. It's because you're in Detroit. Mr. Too Good for fucking Google Maps out here. Whatever. Last one. All men only see in 16 colors, like Windows default settings. Peach, for example, is a fruit, not a color, with a U in it. So you know he's British, and the British, they enjoy a bit of subtlety, don't they? But not this guy. Dumbest Englishman I've seen online within the past couple of hours. I'm sorry, English people. I love you. Your dry wit and humor cuts me to the quick. Like, did you know English people could say a joke and not laugh at it? It's fascinating. It's like a superpower to me. Just completely foreign and mystical. Anyway, yeah, I don't know a lot of colors either. I'm colorblind, as a matter of fact, but I also don't make it a personality trait of mine. I try my best. That's what I'll say. This guy, clearly not trying his best. Can't even count past the number 1. Just ridiculous. Pathetic. Pitiable. But good enough to wrap it up for the day, I think. If you enjoyed the episode, check out the Patreon and YouTube memberships. I would appreciate your support so very much. I just realized that we have like a shit ton of emoji slots, so I'm going to fill those up over the coming days. And then you could use them in the premiere or the comments or whatever else. If you've got ideas for emojis, thumbnail characters, ReddX poses that you like, we gotta get a little Gubbins emoji. My God! I'll try to get that done before the Sunday stream. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Check out the Fourth Wall for merch. Always remember, friends, that you are loved, you are worthy, you definitely deserve it, and I shall see you in the next one. So until then, bye-bye.
何バカ何バカ何バカ何バカ何バカ